evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for July the 12th, 2021. I am Mom.
I am Darkthorn.
He is Darkthorn. How are you guys doing? Hey, do you know what tomorrow is?
Tuesday?
It's Captain Picard's birthday.
Oh.
I used to make chocolate cake for Captain Picard's birthday, and everybody at my job loved it because I make really good chocolate cake.
Are you
Uh,
making chocolate cake for them tomorrow?
Mar Hawkman, the Discord thing might be tied to the fact that Twitch didn't want to work either. It took us 2 tries to get Twitch to go, so I have no idea what's up.
But hey, we're here.
Hey, so DT, I've been working on the vests.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm putting in all the dark colors, so at the moment you can't really appreciate that there's brown on black, black on brown on black, red on brown on black, red on brown and black and gray. So it's all the background colors, and then to put in the last touches will probably be tomorrow, and I'll be like, woohoo!
I get the feeling that if these vests end up as good as they should, that there's going to be a dev who's going to want it. It's going to be like, damn it, I'm giving you the vest off my back.
I hope they look good. I mean, at the moment, it looks really unimpressive, but it's getting there. But it's one of those things because I'm doing mine first, because if I screw it
Yeah.
up, it's easier to screw mine up, and I can get it replaced without feeling as bad as doing yours and screwing it up.
Even though it's the same boat at that point.
Yeah, but, but,
But yeah.
but. Hey, I see we have to do 3 different gamma quadrant skirmishes today.
Yep, I did mine earlier.
Of course you
but
did.
I'll run it.
Oh, of
Yep.
course you did. Well, maybe we can
I
get
have.
enough people to do it a little bit later.
Yep.
Okay. So I
Well, I try to get because trying to get those at any point is always a challenge.
Hey, Mar Hawkman, I just noticed my Discord announcement didn't work either, so I'll take a look at it or ask Pi to take a look at it. We'll see
And I
what's
figured
going on.
Pi broke it.
Pi broke it! Nah, Pi didn't break it. Yeah, there he is on my phone going off going, I didn't break it. Oh, that wasn't him on my phone. Okay. Oh, well. It is.
That would be pretty amazing for him to do that.
Yeah, normally he'd be here. Yeah, it's been really screwy, but it doesn't look like it made the announcement for this morning either. So I will take a look at it and see if I can fix it in my infinite spare time, because delete
Yes, that's
TF.
all we have. It's
Yeah.
just total.
I mean, I'm just totally too much going on. Actually, if I was really smart, I have nothing going on in Chicago this weekend. If I don't get both of the vests done, maybe I'll take them home with me this weekend and work on them there.
Yep. I still got to, yeah, like I said, still trying to kind of figure the whole configuration thing. I mean, I can set up 2 tables side by side, and
Yeah. Hey, get hold of Scott and see if he's got any suggestions.
yeah, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're the one on Scott's email more than I do, but
Okay.
we can do that.
Alrighty. And heck, we can
I know it.
we can
Yeah.
do that on the fly too.
Yeah.
But so in addition to going out
As
to
I
visit,
seem to remember, they had the tower on the table, monitor going one way, 1 or 2 going backwards.
yeah, they had 2 of theirs going backwards, so they had
Yeah.
it set up with some space behind them. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
Sort of like what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, but we actually could put one behind the screen if we wanted to. Hey, there it goes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so what are we gonna do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to rule the world. Sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry, I was watching
No worries.
I was watching the Animaniacs relaunch earlier today.
Ah, I have not done that today. I've watched no television
Hulu.
today. I went to work early.
Oh, it's on Hulu. It's not on TV.
Oh, well, that would explain it. Hey, how would you feel about doing a few more patrols so I can level up my tune?
Oh, hey, no problem. My ship, I'm testing some trait differences.
Well, there you go. That'd be great. So I have got 2 tunes. One's a level 8 and one's a level 5. I would love to get my 8 up to 10 so she can go to Ryza.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I
Fed
don't mind
tune?
leveling both of them. Let me get. Yeah,
Fed tunes?
she is a Fed tune, I believe. Hang on one sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a Fed tune because she's at ESD.
Okay. And your other one is a.
Tune? I don't know.
Okay. Oh,
That's a good question. I think she's a Talaxian Klingon. Because, what else
yeah.
am I going to do?
Yeah, technically, I got one more slot to play around with on my main account, but I just hadn't figured out what I'll play yet. Throw an X up, I will team you. Or you can
Alrighty.
team me, but I think that'd probably be better if I teamed you.
There you go. Yes, it would be better. This is Kethtra, so she is a Trill.
Okay. Yeah. That's a try.
Flying the
Nice
USS
to
Stoy
see.
Vaisson. Ooh.
A troll.
She's going to be really good for doing pew, 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 pew. And then you'll be completely done.
Yep.
Mhm.
Are you matching level?
I clicked on it already, so I assume I matched level.
I hope so. I'm going to launch Wanted Orgala system
Okay.
in three,
Hang on.
2,
Hang on, hang on. Okay.
2, 1. Launch.
Launching.
Pew, pew. I'm helping.
Yeah. Well, at some point, I'll have the new Rizian ship.
Yeah.
I can give that to her.
Yeah.
Let's give
I
the
gotta
Bentons
say,
a
it
hand.
does look pretty nice on the
Hey, most of the
pictures.
Rizian ships are nice.
Yeah. Apparently, it's still on your level. I don't know why it's doing this all the time.
That is weird.
Based on that quick shot I just did to 2 ships.
Looks like our fight got them to notice
It's
us.
not letting me match your
Let's
level.
go over and ask if their
I'll have to try it
boss
off
might
this
come out of
map.
hiding. Keep concentrating fire on individuals. We will not go quietly.
Well, if nothing else, it's fast.
You will stand down and surrender to the Benton Guard.
Nothing.
Sensors are picking up small habitations from the asteroid, possibly consistent with old
Ooh, that made it up to 9. One more.
We do what we want. Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance. I'm taking you with me.
And where are we going?
The hell?
That's got them. Excellent work. We'll send over a pacification party, take the suspect into custody. Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to the Kazon. We have
That you want?
Thank you for your assistance. The Kazon.
Well, that's interesting, hearing it echo back through your system.
Oh. What's with that? I like hearing the explosions though.
Well, that got me to 9.
9th roll. I'll get you to 10.
No, no. Okay, let's try that again, though. If you'll... Let me see if I can match you this time. Okay. Should let us match now. You said 9th rule?
Remember, yeah. You know what? I'm going to do it on elite anyway. It's insane as it sounds. I'm going to do 9th roll on elite.
Well, I'll help you with that. All right, let's launch this one. 3, 2, 1, launch.
Looks like there was
The
a fight
Conjure
here.
is ready
Good
to
to
assist
see
you.
you. We came, friend.
Sorry.
Take the...
Lead the way. Sure God will follow. Reading a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class.
I need you to do Miranda following me.
Pardon?
Tiny little Miranda following me
Not
out.
even enough of their ships for salvage. I'll be under cloak.
I'm a tough guy. Might look little, but I'm tough. But these guys aren't.
Really, I guess it's still
It does say it's on elite.
get a level out of that.
Well, there's
All the items are still at your level, so
Well, I set it to match your level, so.
I know.
You treacherous.
Boy, that's not elite.
cheerful there. I heard
But I'm
some
at level 10, so I don't
It
care.
might be an elite for you, but it's not for me. I forgot to kill a ship and shooting. I'm just like, what's this gone?
Pew, 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 pew. I think I've been driving too much lately. Beginning to have panic attacks about driving.
And what are we gonna do? More driving.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, you know, at least for those 2 weeks that we're there, we don't have to drive. And then I looked at the sheer mileage of going to and from Phoenix to your place, out to Board Kings, Vegas, and back. Yeah, we're still driving. About the same amount, too.
I can probably take some of the drive control off of you.
Oh, I assure you, you get to drive some of it.
I try to avoid it because I have the points on that. But
At least this time, I don't have to go over the mountains alone. Just because it's so darn boring. There's no music, there's no nothing.
I'll try to put some tunes on the phone too. We'll make a music list.
Okay.
Because if we're lucky, we can have something that'll sync to our phone.
You know, after hanging out with each other for a little over a week, we're going to be ready to kill each other by that last day.
Again. Yeah, actually, we seem to get along fairly
We,
well.
we do. Hey, Polarcade, how are you? How have you been? I haven't seen you for a while. All good, I hope? Oh no! Oh no! Another game! How is this? How is such a thing possible?
Because I know the game.
Which game?
It is Star Wars Old Republic.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not anti-Star Wars.
I believe in all. I believe in supporting all religions.
There you go.
Starfleet and the Rebel Alliance.
Well fought.
Nothing wrong with that.
On his way to a Federation holding we will
All right, let's see. I made it to 11 for sure, which is all I really need.
Yeah. So it is working. It's just going ridiculously
Easy.
weird. Yeah. Oh, for me.
For you, it's way too easy. No worries about taking breaks from doing games and streaming and doing
Yeah.
other fun stuff that you like, you know?
I mean, I even got convinced to resume my subscription for a couple months, which I'm doing. Then I'll probably take a break again because my problem with where I was playing the Old Republic before was the same point I have with STO when I'm doing missions. It's just repeating the stuff over and over.
Over and over, yeah. That's actually one reason I haven't done much with these tunes. It's just like, ugh. Same
Yeah.
missions I've been playing so much. Rise is
No,
such
do
a
it.
lovely break from that.
Yeah. Terminating stuff in a patrol, helping somebody. At least that's a little different. If I run a mission with somebody, it's a little different because then I can go back and forth. Making my own commentary, like, for example, we had my Spock tribute tune. We had Spock told me, I did not teach you this. I do not know you, Romulan.
Oh, I just thought of what we need to do.
What?
In 3 more months, we need to do a whole Spocktober event.
Spocktober.
Spocktober.
Okay.
What'd you think?
I like it.
Spocktober.
That means we need many Spocks. We need male Spocks. We need female Spocks. We need old Spocks. We need young
The
Spocks.
month
We
of
need
the Spock.
Quinto Spocks. We need Mirror Universe Spocks with a goatee. We need Discovery Spocks with a beard.
Exactly. It's Spocktober. It's gonna be a thing.
No, it shouldn't be Spocktober. It should be Spocktoberfest.
Spocktoberfest. Yes. Hang on, I'm writing it down.
You have to write that one down now.
Okay. Well, Polarcade, the nice thing about right now is with Ryza, you can do your dailies for the ship. Super easy. You don't have to think about it. It's kind of fun. It's a good time to chill and play other games and just enjoy for a little bit.
Right, Floater, you're in and out in 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where the heck am I and what am I doing? Oh, that. I'm there. Okay.
I would go give away more Nut favors,
We
but
can, because I
I'm
certainly
down to
have
my
a few.
last. I'm down to my last stack. I gave all my stacks away,
Ooh. Well, give me a second.
and I did find a wicked place to hide. It's a map glitch.
Okay. Will other people be able to find you?
If I pop my head out once in a while, yeah, which I can.
Hmm. My thing with writing it down, Polarcade, is I now have books and books and books and books and books of things that I've written down, but I don't always remember where I wrote them down. I have a lot of stuff written down. So I've started putting it all into a spreadsheet, and then I go through it every day, and then it's like, I don't want to do all the spreadsheet stuff. Oops. Not over there. Do I get my bearings here? Well, it can't be over there too much, can it?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm kind of disoriented, that's why. I thought I was at a different spot. Well, okay, Marhawkman, yes and no. It does and it doesn't. If you want to use the visual cues, you have to stop and you have to be on the ground for it to work. However, the idea of closer farther still works if you're in the air. And remember, though, it's not hot cold, it's closer than you were and further than you were. But if you want to get the actual bearings, you have to be off the ground. And let's see if there's something on that line. There is not.
I have to actually pick up the map and I cheat that way, but
I do too. So, when I was in New York, the last time that Catherine and I went to New York, I picked up a whole stack of moleskins with the thought that I would eventually write down all these great ideas. And then I found the moleskins the other day when I ran out of other notebooks of stuff that I found, because I like notebooks. And
you too, but I've been better about that.
okay, there isn't one up that way. Well, every now and then, Marhawk and I just get completely disoriented, as I just did.
You found it.
I'll eventually
Pick
find
it up
them.
and bring it back to me at my camp.
Oh no, I just have it in my brain.
Well done. Well done. How can I?
But once you get a heading, I'll pop up the map and go, okay, on this line, since I've determined it's going to be one of two things, what is on this line, if anything? And I'll look down at it and, oh, there's the rocky outcropping, so it's on that line. So I kind of have to do that mental thing. And I can do them pretty well off the top of my head. Yeah,
Tells you how much time she spends treasure hunting on Risa.
enough. Enough time to, I think I did like 1,500 favors this morning before the show. This is the good thing about my having terrible anxiety and panic attacks in the middle of the night. So I got up at 4 and started working on this.
Yeah,
But I
I had my
thought,
last COVID shot, and
that's right, she did. I still have to wear a mask on the airplane unless that gets changed in the next month, which it probably won't.
I might wear it sometimes wandering around on the floor, but
Might not be a bad thing. Okay, so
but I but in going through points, had a little had a more of a body migraine and a little bit of a migraine headache
ew.
off that second shot. Took a
What
couple of
was
Tylenol and it was all better.
Mar Hawkman this morning was saying he's exhausted from his second shot. Yep, I'm pretty much the same. How many
I
do
think
you
I was
need?
exhausted because I had like 3 hours of sleep. So
Oh, that too. Okay, so let's do
I
that.
gave away. Let's see, I've given away 3,000 the other day. I guess I have to go to the same instance as you.
No, I'm sending them in the mail.
Okay. I threw up some of
There you go.
I threw up some of those R&D packs on these yesterday, and then somebody went and undercut me. So
That happens.
yeah.
They'll get desperate.
Well, there's 2,000 we can play with. Thank you very much. We will give
You're
away.
welcome.
We will give away some today. We will give away some. We'll give away 2 of these stacks today, because we have 2 of these stacks.
Let's see how many this one's got. Oh, not that many. 912. Slacker.
Oh, that would
Of
make
course,
a
I
good
still have the other
instance.
account that's got them too.
I got 2 possible places that'll be really good. One, like I said, it's a very easy to get to map glitch.
Yes, but if people don't know where the map glitch is,
Oh, now that would be a different question now, wouldn't it?
yes, it would.
It's either that or I go out in space somewhere, find me.
No. This is on Ryza. There are rules. Can't just go around. I'm trying to put together enough of. I didn't click on you. You don't have any yet. I can tell when I'm tired, Mar Hawkman, because I have a really hard time focusing on directions. And when I'm very with it and cogent, it's just like, oh yeah, this is easy. Easy peasy. Today is not a good day. Today is Mom is a very tired person day.
Oh, I could say something where if I do decide to hide, if we do play hide and seek today, I could say something that would throw so many people off.
Well, then don't do that.
But it would be the absolute truth on top of it.
No, nope, nobody, nope.
No, you take away all my fun.
Yes, I do. I mean that way. You should know that by now.
course, it was fun laying under the water. And where is he? You're looking on the wrong map.
What's the huh in the stream title, Satalia? If we tried to go into the Twitch this evening, and it's like, no. Huh? Okay, get out of it. Go back in, reset everything, start it up again, and it said, no Twitch tonight. And so I mentioned that to DT. He's like, but Grumpy's streaming. It's got to be working. So it does this every now and then. It just kind of says, no, we're not going to work, which is really annoying. So, but it finally worked.
Yeah. Or at some points I try to go into Streamlabs and I get no picture or whatever going.
Yeah. It's a very evil system. I thought I had more than this. Gave you 2, so that's 7,000. There's more.
Not worried about it. I mean,
No,
I gotta figure out what. I guess I could get a choo-choo shirt or something.
I
I
yes.
have to play my Rise of wardrobe this year.
Yes. Speaking of choo-choo shirts, I ordered some for us. Maybe we can get everybody together wearing choo-choo shirts for a really quick video. Except my video software sucks. And yes, I'm going to switch over to Adobe Premiere, but I haven't done it yet.
Go look through so we can find the download link for that stuff.
It's the money thing.
Yeah, true.
I
It's
mean,
kind
even
of the
if
other problem I have with Adobe. It wants stuff every year for it.
Well, they actually have the Adobe Creative Cloud license, which is $53 a month for teachers, which is, how I do it. But that's $600 a year. Admittedly, it's everything except for... There's one thing that's not included. But it's everything else, and it's a great price if you're going to use it all. Oh, so Talia, I bought real choo-choo shirts for us to wear in Vegas because we're not really doing a ton of costumes this year.
Wanted to, but
reasons.
the whole year just kind of went away.
Yeah. Not a great year this year. Okay, so I did a little bit better than I thought this morning, but must get more favors. Don't have enough favors. Of course, I'm running on 2 accounts too. Excuse me a moment. Hello, this call is from Federal Grant Programs. I have had more calls from this scam today. It's quite funny.
Oh, I keep getting a call on my cellular phone saying your Verizon account has been suspended.
Yeah.
You're calling me on my Verizon phone.
Account. Right, exactly. Well, then how are you making this call?
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is because it's a robocall, you can't even have fun. You can't yell at them. Always try and answer it in a different language. Or for the people who call
I still remember this point where it's like some comedian is like, "What is your relationship to this person? Huh? You're calling a crime scene. He was murdered
Oh,
today."
yeah, I've heard that one. What?
As you know, he had a slew of gay lovers. Are you his gay lover?
Oh my God.
Don't you dare hang up on me.
That could mess with you really bad. Oh, really? So you just let it ring through or just pick it up and don't do anything? The choo-choo shirts that we ordered look exactly like the Star Trek Online choo-choo shirts. They're not very...
It's a TV show thing, apparently.
it just says choo choo. It doesn't say anything else.
Right.
You know, I'm kind of expecting it to be a little bit more than that, but nope. Nope, nope,
I
nope.
half expected a baby shark on Risa. Baby shark. Dee, dee, dee.
That's
Or
actually clever.
for another game, as a friend started doing it, baby sif. Dee, 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 dee,
There you go.
baby sif. Dee, 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 dee.
Well, we went to the Renaissance Fair this weekend, and there were quite a few Mandalorians, which isn't exactly Ren Fair-esque, but I guess it's cosplay, and you got to do something.
It was a long time ago.
That's a good
Like,
point. In a galaxy far, far away, though.
now if I did anything, I'd probably have to go down the TOS tunic and phase and all that. Captain's log. We seem to have been transported to medieval Earth.
I actually had a wonderful idea to do something after Vegas, after Risa, when my life goes back to normal. Like my life's ever normal. As I slowly get through all of these tunes, 3 to go. On this account, and then I've got more on the other account, but I'm not going to worry about those for the moment. But it looks like I've only got about 6,000 or 7,000 favors at the moment.
Not worried about. I'm not worried about.
I'm not worried about it.
I think I'm only going to do one high today, and then
Hey, okay.
and after all, I get the stuff I gave back over to you to hold for last time, which is what I've been burning through for a lot of these giveaways. So
Well, you got to do something with them.
yeah, but I do want to hang on to a couple stacks in case there's equipment I want to get, or another shirt or whatever.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
In case I want to put that TOS Classic Arena outfit onto my Jemadar and really scare people.
Arena outfit?
The silver
On a
swimsuit
Gem
thing.
Hadar.
Right.
Could be worse, I suppose. Could be on a Gorn.
I think my Gorn has one.
No, that's just like wrong. I can't even put sunglasses on my Jemmy.
Well, the problem with putting sunglasses on Jimmy, I don't think they have ears.
They don't wear glasses, that's for sure. Exactly. We don't get any robocalls at work, Mar Hawkman.
You work for people who would track them down and
Yeah. Yeah, kinda. These aren't the people you want to mess with.
Okay. Well, shall we do a hide and seek game before we do anything else?
We can do that. Hang on a second, though. Let me make sure I've cleaned this up as much as I can.
Let me turn myself to full privacy mode.
Okay, why don't you go hide? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10,000 favors plus a few more. I'm sure.
I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. I am going to give you. Here's the first clue. I'm going to be on instance 7.
Okay, that's not really a clue, but
Yeah.
we'll pretend that's a clue.
Well, hey, I'm on Risa. I'm telling you which instance.
Instance 7, correct?
Correct.
All right, folks, if you want to play hide and seek with DT, he's in instance 7. And as soon as I stash these over here, I will go join you guys in a hunt.
Keep your eyes on the wheel.
Yeah, Mom finds before you guys. That means. Does that mean I get to keep the favors if you find me first?
Nah.
Oh, dang.
But the thing is, if I find you first, everyone's going to find you instantly, so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Which is so completely unfair to everybody.
was going to say there's instances almost full, but that's not true because you can get up to 50 people in these instances.
Right. Right.
Hint number 1, according to Mar Hawkman, DT is in the beta quadrant somewhere. Doom, doom, doom. This is true. This is true. So let's go ahead and scan for DT. There are no DT anomalies here.
Okay. I am fully in my hiding place.
Okay, he is hidden. So I'm over at Sovac land.
Say, friend, there's a bunch of... How can I help you today, friend?
He thinks I'm looking for him. I'm really just goofing off and playing games. By the way, we are going to do the Gamma Quadrant in a little bit if folks haven't done it and want to join us. So we know it's that way, but is it this way?
Yeah, Mom's going to be doing games.
Of course. Doesn't mean I'm not looking for you. But since I already have enough favors, I don't need them.
I know. I'm hoping you find me so I get to keep the favors because I can use them.
I can't
I
just
know.
give you favors.
I know.
Found it.
I'm kidding.
Pick
That
it
one.
up and bring it back to me at my camp.
So how's that Mar Hawkman got the first time out?
Yeah, Mar Hawkins' first hint is correct. I am
He's
in,
in the
somewhere
beta
in the beta quadrant.
All right.
My
so,
second hint,
all right. Second hint. Here we go.
I am on Risa.
He's on Risa. He says he's hiding in a map glitch someplace.
No, I'm not hiding in the map
Oh,
glitch.
you're not doing hiding in the map.
I'm not doing the map glitch.
Let's
The
see.
map glitch, I'm saving that. Maybe tomorrow will be the map glitch.
Maybe.
Because there is a spot very easy on Risa where you can actually fly into an object.
Have you noticed that the waters of Risa are very shallow, unlike the waters at the colony?
Oh no.
Well, I'm searching on these outward islands.
You say you are. I am not on the. I am.
I'm on the big island in the northeast section. Am I
I want to
hot or
say you're getting-
cold?
Big Island northeast section.
Yes.
We're getting warmer.
But still pretty tepid, eh?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's still
folks.
pretty tepid.
DT's giving you clues here. Are you wet or are you dry?
Very dry.
Very dry.
I am
Well-
not hiding in the water.
Okay, so I
That's
guess
going
I
to make
can-
this so much easier for you.
Yep. Ooh, I haven't done what's the
Oh,
martial
you
art
are
thing?
getting. I'm looking at your pictures on the screen, and remember, I'm watching this on a lag.
Yes.
I did see on the screen while you're flying around. I did see where I was hiding.
But he's very dry, he says, so he's probably
Yes, I'm not in the water.
You know he likes to hide in trees, but we expect DT to have done something different this time.
He picks good things. Pavel has nothing on me.
Oh, Pavel's easy.
Yeah.
he could see me. Can you still see me? Hi, Bob Bear. How
No,
are
I
you?
did not say I can see you. I said I can see I saw on your screen where I was hiding.
Oh. Hold on. He saw on my screen where he was hiding. But
Mm-hmm.
he's very dry, so he's not on an island.
Technically, I'm on an island.
Well, okay, yes,
Technically.
technically. We're all on an island. Technically. DT is twice as loud as I am. Thank you.
ET just has a voice that carries sometimes.
Not that far.
I'm just trying to figure this out now.
Say something else, DT. Let's see how your mic's doing.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
How's that, Bob Bear?
I can see you, but can't you see me?
For a limited time only, I will be awarding bonuses. Well done. To anyone done, how can
Well, I can hear your voice, or hear you echoing through my headset, so you must be close to me.
Not really.
Okay. Try that. DT, would you say something again?
Will I say something again? Something.
How's that, Bob Bear? You know what? We could fix it the other way, which is I could move my mic down.
Yeah.
Better, but still loud. Wow, I've got his mic down to the halfway point, which is pretty low.
Yeah. I mean, she's got to be able to hear me, Bob Bear, so.
Well, there's a difference. I've got a potentiometer.
Yeah.
I bought an extra one because my headset was either excruciatingly loud or painfully quiet.
Yeah. You're getting colder.
Getting colder. Okay.
Kind of having a look at.
Am I getting
Colder.
warmer now? Colder?
Mm-hmm.
I turned up my mic, Bob.
Colder.
Colder. Colder. Hold on, I'm running out of directions. Went to the mountain, and you said I was colder. I went to the islands, and you said I was colder. Go towards the resort, and I'm colder.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still getting colder?
You're getting warmer now. Remember, I'm still a few seconds behind you. So you gotta kind of take that into account. You're getting warmer. You're kind of going in the right direction. Oh, you're getting warm now. Now you're getting colder.
How about now? Up. Somebody just went in there. That's other people hunting around.
I'm not. Yeah.
Are you in the cave?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not in the cave, folks.
All right.
We're not in either cave, to be very honest. Not hiding in a hut.
Say that again.
I'm not hiding in a hut. I'm not in a
Okay.
cave.
Are you hiding on a mountaintop?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing him stuck in these trees, everybody.
I'm not in the trees.
Bob Bear says look straight up.
Not in the sky.
Not in the sky. That looks like a mark down there. That looks like a boom. Got a boom and a mark here. Looking for you.
Yeah, everybody's. Ah, you're getting colder.
Okay. We're not in the trees. At least I haven't found you in the trees.
I'm not in the trees.
Okay. Are you down in the volcano?
Nope.
Are you on the volcano rim?
No.
But okay.
You are still, from where I am, you are still too far south.
Is he in a ran dressed in green lying down in the grass? I see Mark looking for you.
You're getting warmer. Oh, you're getting warmer.
But you said you're not in the trees. Well, of course, that means up in the trees, not down on the ground.
Well,
DT is cosplaying as a pretty little flower, and that's why you can't find him. See what I'm
no,
going?
man. I'm a blade of grass. I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I hide.
You are a wreath of pretty flowers that smells bad. How's that?
Oh, you're getting really warm now.
Okay, folks, he's over maybe near the big tower.
I see where you are. You're on fire.
Great. Where is he?
You're burning up. I'm so. You know, I'm going to tell you something, Mom.
What?
Look lower. That you were close when you were close, and I have been found by a mark
Ah!
and a boom.
And a boom! Why don't you give them each a stack of favors then? Where are you, though? Let's find you.
I just
All right. I thought you were cleverer than Pavel.
yeah, I was hiding literally right in this corner on the tower.
Ah, jeez.
Literally, I was clever.
Amazing.
All right, open trade windows. Those who want favors, I will give you a stack of favors.
Ooh, and there's a dance-off in 8 minutes, folks. We can all go
Yeah,
do.
which means
The
I have a
dances.
chance to get some of this back.
Hey, they had 2 choo-choos this morning, and I was playing it on both screens, so I did very nicely. Yes, buy a decent jetpack. The new ones are good. The Superiors and the new one are both good. What am I flying on this one? This is an impulsive, so it's of 70 flight speed and superior maneuverability.
Good job finding me, guys.
Yeah, really. That's great.
You have to admit. Actually, Mom, if you want to, you're still floating around here, I'll show you exactly where I was initially hiding.
Right there? Oh, jeez.
Right up here.
No wonder. Can't see you from there.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, folks, now you know for the next year.
Yeah, you don't know where I'm going to hide every year.
Oh, I will find places.
I mean, you literally flew over top of me. At that point, I was standing on the ground.
All right, we're going to take a 1-minute break because I need some water. Be back in 1 minute.
Not as bad as when I go hiding in the bushes. The best hiding places right in plain sight.
That was warm.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. There's no one here for dance 7. Well, that's because the
That's because it's 5 minutes from now.
fine, be that way. We'll go find some more stuff.
I was actually over there a minute ago, and I'll be back there again.
No, it's too late. I will go and find things. I have
That's-
3 minutes left. I can certainly find something in 3 minutes.
Say, friend, there's a bunch of how can I help you?
By the way, folks, anyone who would like to know, Ed says hi.
When I choose to hide in the map glitch, you all are going to probably be going insane. Where is he? He could be anywhere. He could literally be inside a rock for all we know.
Don't think inside a rock, unless there's a map glitch.
I'll tell you what, if you want, I will show you. I will show you what map glitch I'll hide in.
That's interesting. So you said there's a map glitch in the map here?
Yeah, there is actually.
Let me see if I get this one.
You found it.
Yay, I found it.
Pick it up and bring
And I
it
have
back.
46 seconds left to retrieve it and turn it in. Yay!
43 seconds. 42 seconds.
How can I
I did it. Okay, which map are you in? Still 7?
Yeah, I'm still in 7. I'll show you where I was thinking of hiding. Where I still may hide before this is all said and done.
Okay, where are you?
I'm by the dance floor.
Okay. Woof, woof, woof. Okay, lay on Macduff.
limited time rewards.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Still seek out artifacts, but only
I just pop my head out of here if I really want to.
I like that. Okay, now my favorite part of the game. Still have a minute for the dance-off.
Now you do realize, just going to say this, it's not going to be today that I hide there.
Yeah, but I know that it's there.
Yeah, now you know it's there.
All right.
And if I hide there, unless somebody knows I'm there, I don't think any of you will find me there.
Yes, we all know it's there now.
Yeah, but you don't know when I'm going to hide there.
All right, let's see if I can actually hit the dance floor. You guys ready?
Bombs away.
Woo! Excellent.
You almost missed.
Yeah, I know. I've done that a couple of times and completely missed, hit the water instead, and that's just embarrassing. Everybody ready to do the dancing?
So are you going to actually do the dances on screen while they call them out?
Sure, why not? Not today, but I'll do them in Vegas. Oh, it'll be all done by the time we get to Vegas. Oh. Well, I certainly hit the dance floor, even if it wasn't running.
Dance party starts in half a minute. Get out on the dance floor.
I am on the dance floor. Thank you so much. There we go. Everybody's showing up.
Yep.
Do the snake.
Oops. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to do that to you.
Do the side steps. Do the side steps.
Okay, so not exactly an aerobic workout, but could be worse. We could really do aerobics.
No, we're going to have you do the balance dance in Vegas.
Do the running. Man.
We're going to see somebody get murdered.
Do the side steps. Do the side steps.
Well, when we are done with doing the side step, we're going to go up and do gamma quadrant. So, if folks would like to join us, that would be awesome. Hopefully, we'll get a few good dances in here first.
Do the running. Man.
I don't know. It seems like it's always the same dances here.
It is always the same dances. Earlier today, it was wave your hands and snake back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I realize it's at random, but
Yep. Still waiting for this special dance person to come up.
lady,
I don't know.
or the one who says choo choo, it's the lady, yeah. But she doesn't always say it, so Hey, there's a boom. Hey, boom. Well, yeah, there's always there's a limit how random it's going to be.
True, because it's only going to be the basic amounts for dance. Because we'll be, woohoo, do the awesome dance.
That would be great, but that's not going to happen. There's an old Dilbert where they come across the random number generator and it's just going 9, 9, 9, 9. And it could be it.
I have the original random number generator. It's
Yes.
called a die. It's called a dice.
Yes. I just swear I saw a sob comment. Logicians is silver and blue. I was doing the other kind of mounts, Bob Bear. I don't have one sitting here, but I have all of my Warhammer stuff out at the moment. I was playing a little Warhammer, doing a little painting this morning.
You don't have victory on Solpic on that Jimador, do you?
Probably do.
Probably do.
Do I have Sompic on this one? Oh, I don't have Sompic on this one. No, no.
Yes. No Solpic for you.
I have it on my other tunes.
I gotta get more tunes later.
That's off of did Phoenix Box unlock?
Arena Solpic, you have to go
Mm.
next 30 rounds or something like that.
Yeah, our last run over there wasn't that great, but probably could do it with this one.
Yeah, my last Solpic thing was like 100 and something rounds.
Ooh.
Was with this character, and that's got one of those result. I'm basically immortal until they strip everything away builds.
After Vegas, I will put together a proper Sompic run for those who want to work on those.
Yeah. I mean, I got some tunes I want to do it on, so. Which means I gotta start building more stuff, which means I ignored favors for stuff like, for things like the dreaded ball lightning.
This is true.
Maybe I'll switch something over because I saw Guy's Borg Necromancer build, which is drones, and more drones, and more drones.
Yeah, it's coming over DT's mic and mine, Bob Bear. That's
Yeah.
why you're getting the echo.
I turned it down some.
Ooh. Now you shouldn't hear it anymore.
Hopefully, I got it turned where I can still hear it. The funny part about my second COVID shot is the area for several days when I got the first one felt like it was really badly bruised.
Mm-hmm.
Well, still, it doesn't. Tiny bit sore. That's about it.
First shot was one of those, ow. But that was
Ow,
it.
Stop it.
Second one was,
Ow.
ow, and but that was about it. My son actually was sick. My boss, one of my bosses, was sick from it. One of my other bosses, no effects.
Like I said, and it could have been a combination of all things. I was like, I just got a little body achy thing the first night, and took a couple Tylenol, and then it's all gone. And
Yeah, mine was tired. A couple of days of just tired. Nothing
I'm a little
horrible.
bit. I think I've been a little bit tired too, but that's too many things can go into that one.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Do the side steps.
Well, I doubt we will get a choo-choo this late in it, but they tend to run right around the halfway point.
Dance club style.
But who knows?
I'll run with you several times since Choo Choo's come up for you, and we'll see what happens.
Dance club style.
There's only 6 more to go.
5 for me. Think you missed one somewhere, Mom.
I must have.
Do the snake.
16.
15.
I think maybe I started just at the right moment or something.
I think I
Maybe
missed
get
the
that
first
bit.
one while I was setting up
Do
the
the side steps.
pins.
Yeah. Yeah, I pinned mine early.
What's the point of choo-choo? It's an extra 100 favors, Bob Bear.
Dance club style.
It says choo-choo mix, so it's dance mix, but it's extra favors. And I'm not going to say no to extra favors.
The more favors Mom is able to grind, the more we can go play hide and seek and give stuff away to people.
Yep, yep.
I wonder how we can do this in winter.
Do
Don't have
Oh, there's
floaters.
a lot of good spots to hide in the winter maps.
True.
Oh my God.
And
It sounds like
that's
my
it.
dog. When I hear something, I have to bark at it now.
just dance.
And there we are.
Yep.
So that's a quick 150.
Yep.
All right. Who do I want to take up on the gamma skirmishes? A good question. I think I'm going to grab my my Tanky Tune.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
I know that your tank's built similar to mine in a lot of ways. I was able to pull 200K on my tank.
Wow. That's cool.
And my tank got geared more for support when I started doing this
So,
stuff.
what are you using for the ship itself?
Legendary Odyssey still.
Okay.
Bubble beams. I think I put a rep anti-proton on there. Changed out a couple things. Like I said, I built it more so it'll buff other people's a person's torpedo attacks. I have no torps on mine, so it'll buff the teammates.
Okay.
Say, friend, there's a bunch of temper. How can I?
But you bring your tank out, and we're going to go to the Gamma Quadrant.
I'm going to bring my tank out and we can go to the gamma quadrant as soon as I go get this.
I'm all privates, therefore we can do team invitee.
Let me see if I can pick this up real quick first. That's interesting.
If that right, I was gonna ask this because Saab, I think, has it by now.
What, the ship?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, she does. She got first day.
yeah.
I think Augie got his this first day, too.
I'm just kind of curious. Does it have that little thing I remember about the old ones? You had that like big plant section
Ooh,
as an option. Does it have an arboretum like the T5 one?
that's a really good question.
Yes. If not, I don't know what I'll set that up for. I just have a feeling that I have a tune that would want to fly it because it's a pretty ship.
All right, I'm beaming up to space. Would anybody like to join me for a little gamma skirmish?
I'll do some gamma skirmishes.
All right, give me an X in chat if you would like to join us for a little gamma skirmish.
Let me beam up to space first, and then I will give you an X. I'll have to probably watch Augie's video on it.
Boy, I can type today.
Yeah, I can't type today.
Excuse me one second. It's
Because somehow I
buffering.
moved. And Saab has no idea.
I will be back in one sec.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'll fly the thing.
We've had rain for the last 4 days and wasn't sure if it was coming in my windows or not, but no, it's just going straight down.
I don't know if we're gonna see any rain today. Saw a little bit of rain the past couple of days, which wasn't that. And Saab has no idea if it has it or not.
But she's got the ship.
I know.
Bob Bear can join us, maybe?
Maybe. Can you keep up, Bob Bear?
Of course he can. He's Bob Bear.
Good.
Wow. And the funny thing is I can see clear skies and it's just absolutely pouring right here.
I know what to. So, basically what you're saying, you can see clearly now the rain is gone.
I can see clearly now, but the rain is still here.
But you said it's not raining where you are, so therefore the rain's gone. Oh, technically, for my support ship, I still need to get one more thing, which I'm reluctant for. I need to pick up one of those support carriers. Which, if I pick up one, it'll probably be the Jemadar. That's a pretty ship.
Yes, it is.
Not sure about the others, but I do like that big flying wing.
If you want to do an ice, we can still do an ice tonight.
Okay, I would like to, yeah. I would like to. I'm kind of just tweaking with traits on my build. trying to figure what for me will be the best combination. All right, are we going?
I just sent an invitation to Bob Bear.
Okay, I'm going to go, since I got it queued up to, which lets me do, I'm going to queue up to home, which will take me to the Gamma Quadrant.
Don't we have a shortcut to Gamma Quadrant?
Home.
Ooh, okay.
No, you basically, I don't think there's any direct shortcut. I mean, I'm going to look on the basic transwarps right now.
It's not on the basic. No, it's not there.
It's not in the transwarp menu, so yeah, basically I queue up home or something.
And it's not a TFO, is it?
No, it's not. Which is one, it's kind of annoying because you kind of got to be out here to do it.
Watch with my luck, home will be one that's not queued up. And it's not queued up. That's amazing.
And by the way, how have you been liking your tank so far?
I actually haven't played a lot with my tank. I've been playing with the other one more this week.
The what?
My DPS ship, yes.
Yeah, your Stika.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you liking how your Astika's playing?
I am liking how my Astika's playing.
And just imagine, there's still a few things we can do here and there.
Oh yeah,
ships that you will need down
absolutely, absolutely. Wow, that's interesting. It took me right back to Ryza.
Yeah, it's kind of transwarp it again.
Okay.
It's on the top in your drop menu, on your mission menu.
I grabbed it. Yeah.
We're gonna teach you ship space Barbie later too.
Yeah, I don't do Space Barbie. Okay, what do we need to
You
do?
should do.
Which one? Blue?
We need to do, yeah. The ones that go off for red's the first one we should do. Red's the ones that fills up the quickest.
So, I'm sorry, which one did you say?
Red goes the quickest, then kind of green, and then planetary assault, because that takes longest.
Okay, we still have to wait for... Well, Boom's here. Well, close. And we need Bob Bear to join. So, Bob Bear, pick up the mission home. And see if it'll bring you over here.
I'll boom up down the Iconian Gateway shortcut. Yeah, well, I'll be on just regular chat channel. I think I'm too.
Bob Bear, we're not doing home, but pick up home because it's the shortcut to the Gamma Quadrant. And once you get here, it'll pop up with a screen that you might see on mine right now where it's got Battle Zone Alert.
I can try to queue when I hit red. I'll see what happens. I don't know if we queue us all or not.
All right, there we go. And let's all go for the red one. Go.
I can't queue it, so you gotta be your mom for sure.
I'm on my way. So we're all going to go over to the red quadrant. Okay. So if you pull up your...
Mom might be able to queue us as a group when she gets here. I don't know for sure.
I'm on my way. So we're going over to the red one. Okay, so while you're at home, don't start the mission. But while you're there, you should see on one side of your screen the Gamma Quadrant skirmishes as being an option. You should be right here. I thought I just saw you.
Hey, Boom.
Yeah, you're here. Just go for the red one now.
Mark and me were in the other channel a second ago, and we were just they've moved out of the closed stream.
I forgot we were in there.
Yeah, I thought it was easier than just typing.
Yeah, that's why I kind of figured, I better pull ourselves out of the full stream.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try and queue us for this.
Yep, we're cute.
Okay.
Oh, this is the break the circle one. This is like a 10-second job.
Yeah.
I did this. I
Yeah.
did this 4 times
Yeah,
earlier.
this is why you always do this one first.
Weeboo, everybody?
We will.
Okay.
Because if you don't do this one first,
You have to wait for the whole thing to get done.
right, which includes the end stuff. Green's usually the second one that goes.
Be advised.
Look at those little hercs just.
As I said, usually the last one to go because that one is more time gated.
Only problem with this is with that black hole in the distance, it just gives me nightmares. If you know what I mean.
Spaghettification. You're too close. Grab the particles. Oh, that was really difficult.
This went for the hive ship and went for murder.
Yeah, really. Okay, you said green next, DT?
Yeah, we may have to reteam.
Was it just the 4 of us?
It was just the 4 of us, yeah.
Okay, we're retraining for the next one. I've sent out an invitation to everybody.
But join us, Mark.
Mark, you want to join us?
I should have done, but I'm doing the Hagen hunt at the moment on my characters.
Excellent.
This could have been an easy goal for you.
You can do it by himself,
Yeah, and we'll be doing it tomorrow night too, I'm sure.
probably.
No, he needs easy goals right now, unlike Rashford. Is he gonna bite?
So everybody got a wee
I got a
woo?
wee move.
All right.
Nothing.
Well, at least this time I didn't spawn inside the asteroid. I did one earlier, I spawned literally inside the asteroid. I could fly around, inside the asteroid, but nowhere else.
That's annoying.
Yeah, well, it didn't bother me too much. Loads of things flew near, so I just managed to blow stuff up. I bet the teammates were probably confused though, seeing an asteroid with weapons.
All right, so hit the asteroids, pick up the asteroid thingies, go
Blow
take
up
them
the-
over, and blow up the cocoon.
Right. Tired of being.
Where's the hive ship?
What? There's a big circle around it.
Ah, there it is. It's already down to 50% and I'm not even back there yet.
That doesn't start that high, it builds up
Ah.
during the thing.
I was gonna say, I don't think it starts high, does it?
It started at 50, so. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that was so challenging. Oh, goodness.
Yep.
And I will reteam us for the last part.
Yep. But there is always the hierarchy when you see these things. Which means now we gotta go to blue for planetary assault.
So we got the blue one left, right?
Way across the map, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's weird. The green one's still on my map.
It is because it isn't complete yet.
Ah.
The red one's at 100%. You look at the skirmish phase.
Ah, that's why.
Read it map. Yeah. As I said, planetary assault's the time gated one. If you do that first, it's likely red will be done by that point.
Wee woo?
Yep.
We would.
Long-range sensors have detected a massive swarm of...
I'll go do alpha.
I'll go to gamma.
I'm at gamma. Mom's next to me. We'll do gamma.
Bob Bear's with us too, though. I can go take beta if you want.
Take beta, Bob Bear, and help me just shoot stuff.
Okay.
If you're getting in trouble, I'm just get more done. We're going to take care of it. There we go. About there went. I guess he went.
He's over with me. You okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
your Miss Marvel stuff as it comes to me.
A Hurt capital ship has joined the fight. Destroy it.
Who's got it? Do you have it over there, DT? Why everybody got quiet?
Apple ship's nowhere near me, so I don't know who's got it.
I don't. Got a bunch of ships, but I don't have the hive ship.
Looks like whoever the fourth is trying it. The fifth, sorry.
My god bear wandered his way over here. I'll go capital ship hunting for you.
I've got the capital ship.
Alright. You need more firepower, let me know.
Nope. It's an ex-capital ship. Yay!
The Hurt waves have stopped. Gem and our ground forces will clean up any stragglers below. The Hurt waves have stopped.
And that is Gamma Skirmishes. And a quick and easy run.
Yep, yep, yep. Takes more time to get there than it does to do those three.
Yeah. Like I said, the last one's the only thing that's time gated to a
Yeah.
degree, so.
Well, that was easy.
Yep.
So, would anybody be interested in a quick ISE?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, 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 yep. We
Need
got
to
a
get my
team then.
QQ on.
We has got us a team.
Who's tanking? Who's doing what? Shall I switch?
I've got a
Mom's
tank.
tanking. Mom's in her tank.
Yeah, I need to. Should I play support or DPS? What do you think?
Go for support.
What did you say, Boom?
Go for support.
Seem to enjoy doing it lately, so.
Is everybody ready? And I shall cue us.
There. Yeah, we got a full team.
Anyone else?
Hey, Mom, I think there's a grab well still on your ship, correct?
No, I do not have a grapple on my ship.
Okay. Then not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
Eventually, we probably want to use that science slot for your Lieutenant Commander Science for a grab well.
No problem. Is everybody ready? Shall I cue it?
Cue it.
Engineers.
We will?
We will.
We will.
Okay.
Yep, just make sure we clean everything before we go.
Yep. Same as usual?
Yeah, middle,
Always.
stuff. Middle, right, left.
Mm-hmm.
Lower everything in pieces as much as we can. Stick with. Leave nothing alive. No prisoners.
Is anyone parsing?
I am.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we get everything? No. What did we miss?
One's way behind.
There it is.
I don't think that'll be a great route log, but
No.
let's have a look.
I think it'd be a great run because we didn't have control. We had to do cleanups.
Okay, it's just passing now.
Kind of feeling the damage. The trait changes I threw in might be good for this, but we'll see how it goes.
We got that quote for you. Attack sim was 89, damage was 77, Mark you got 26k, Mom 100, DT 367, and I got 385.
Yeah, not a great run on this ship.
Oh, we've done worse. We've done better, but we've done worse.
And Bob Bear got 20.
Yeah, new
That's
ship.
part of it.
Well, Bob did say he was. Hold, is this the same ship you were leveling up, Bob? Yep, it's the same ship he's leveling up. So, for leveling it up, not bad.
Again, considering we had control people on there, everything else, it is what it is. But Mommy did 100K.
I'm not arguing with it. Got to work on getting a little bit higher, though.
And part of it is just trying to run things faster.
Well, I may switch that ship to something else. We'll see. We will see.
Well done. Well, how can I help?
It's not a bad ship, Bob. Probably a little bit more firepower, but we've taken Wolfie and ISEs, which has been fun.
Say, friend, there's a bunch of how can I?
I mean, part of it is going to be what you have in weapons, what you have in traits. That makes a lot of difference. Another part of it is learning how to fly and just getting the right people there. Like I said, if we get a grab well one on Mom's ship and then we have somebody else who has some control and can get some grab wells out with some, then
Where would you drop the
everything
grab
ends
holes,
up-
though, on those?
you definitely want them on. You definitely want one on the gateway
Okay.
at the end, because I'll start pulling everything into the gateway where they can be blasted away at. I gotta learn to fly a little bit higher to get a better position when I get that gateway too, but that's on me. The other point is
Pick it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
generally in the middle or on generally on the
Well done. Well, how can I?
on the transformers.
Okay.
Ideally, you want 2 people running grab wells.
Right.
And the first person does the attack cube at the start, and then the second gateway. And the second person does the first gateway and the
Say,
attack cube at the
friend,
end.
there's a
Or
bunch
the
of how can I
big
help?
gateway at the
Right.
end.
Yeah. Now the fact that Bob Bear's in a Raider, he could run that grab well. Because I believe that's probably the most flexible ship in the bunch.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, part of it is just where you fly and all that, and
You found it! Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me at my camp. Well done. How can...
Wow, we all got very quiet there.
yeah.
Say, Fred, there's a bunch of... How can...
Ooh, too far. Good evening, Mr. Dave.
You found it! Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
So true, sir. How's work?
Well done. Well done. How can...
We all got so quiet.
Say,
I got disconnected
Fred, there's a
briefly. That's
bunch
probably
of-
why.
Ah, that would explain it. Yes, it was a long day today.
Found the artifact. Woohoo.
Wow, what a surprise.
I know. Yay, another 50 favors.
Yay, but they add up.
Sure. I don't feel like doing a power mode racing enough freaking feather monkey tags to last a century. I think I got like about 60 of them still.
Still?
Still, I've been hatching freaking monkeys all over the place. Feel like I should be having a comedy monkey movie with freaking scary little blue monkeys and tiki masks.
I don't like those monkeys. Yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of the races just because it's like, ooh, what do I get out of it? Monkey feathers. Ew, I don't like the monkeys.
You found it! Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
Birds are fine. Birds are awesome.
Well done. Well, how can I...
Monkeys.
I haven't really gotten any eggs this year, which is really...
Oh my god, I've gotten so many eggs. I haven't
really
been actively trying. But I get the majority of them when I get up like at 2 in the morning, so the insomnia and the anxiety and all that stuff has been working very well. Go and make a phone call then.
Say,
No worries.
there's a bunch of
Can't do anything for half an hour anyway.
I got a green one to raise. Ooh. Ooh, a green one came up.
A green monkey?
Yeah,
You. They're the creepy ones.
Yes.
They're all creepy.
yeah. Maybe creepier with the mask. I think it's why this year I took all the birds, all the monkeys, and it's like,
The birds are fine. The monkeys are just Yeah.
I just went, okay, we're done with the monkeys, we're done with the birds, turning it all in.
That's
I
interesting.
think I'm going to log off for the evening.
Alrighty, Boom. Thank you so much for doing the
Thank-
ice with us. I appreciate it very much. I haven't had a chance to do it for a while.
No worries. Is
Just
there,
imagine, just imagine what's going to happen when you get to your DPS ship, Mom.
Yeah.
You
are you streaming? Is there anyone streaming tomorrow night?
Yes, streaming
Yeah.
tomorrow night if all goes as planned, yes.
Right. I will see you all tomorrow then.
Alrighty, take care, get some rest.
No. Bye-bye.
Take care. So we can try it again. If we can't get a fifth for an ISE, we can always try an ISA, which isn't quite the same, but might work.
And so, yeah, I mean,
there's a bunch of
lately I've been doing, when I have to do an ISA just to get stuff done, I've been doing split off runs where I'll just go do one side.
Mm-hmm. Not me, but I could actually grab my other tune.
You found it. Quickly,
Of
dig
course
it
I
up and
found
bring
it.
Back to me at my camp. Well done. How can I?
Alright, so this tune can do it, the Astika can do it.
Well, if you want to do it on your Stika, I will.
If we do it on the
will-
Astika, it'll be as an ISA, though, not an ISE, I think, because we don't have enough people for an ISE, do we?
I'd say, I was going to say I'll run my tank.
Well, this one still isn't doing a lot in terms of DPS. It's averaging 100 also, but without tanking.
I'm on DPS.
Trying to, yes. But it's still an early.
Started her on a DPS build, and we've given her options for beam overload and fire at will.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot of upgrading to all the equipment yet.
Yeah, so probably we'll see how you do on an ISA.
Mm-hmm.
The limited time rewards have ended. You can still seek out artifacts, but only for the standard payout.
After buying 5 vanity shields, I'm down under 1 million in refined dilithium. I'm having to build that back up again.
Yeah, really.
I bought a bow for Klingons, I bought a bow for my Romulans, I bought a bow which I'm using on Jason.
Bowel for you, and a bowel for you.
Hey, I almost bought a couple extra bows. You get a vanity shield. You get a vanity shield. You get a vanity shield.
Wow, I haven't had my favorite flying high yet this year, which is the grotto and then the two in the back.
I haven't had that either. The one or the other one, which the real easy one, which is
Circle the peak inside the caldera and back beach, I
no,
think. Oh,
no, the easiest one, which is harbor, dance floor, hotel.
ah. Let's see, I've got back beach, river grotto, and ooh, well, I used to get the grotto and the stone arches. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I'd love to get one where it's Jungle Road,
Jungle Road to grotto to stone arches.
Stone Arches.
Yeah, that's the
also
best
good.
one.
That's also a great route.
I love that one, and I haven't gotten it once this year. Though if you get the grotto arches and bay rock, that's not too horrible either.
Yeah.
And if I'm going all the way over here, I might as well stop and build a sandcastle.
Making a fancy sandcastle.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know, I've got to check something on my accolades here.
Let's see. Do peak to keep.
Hey, I did Big Ear, I did that.
You have to do some of them on my tunes. I should go through all of them, make sure I've got it.
I gotta figure out what that one.
Which one?
Oh, if you get all the artifacts.
Oh, that you just have to keep doing them.
I know, I just have to figure out what's left on the list eventually.
And what's on the accolades?
Yeah, but the accolade list has changed so much.
That's true.
I mean, I love the new interface, I love the new look of it, but it is a little harder to figure out sometimes, you know?
Well, in theory, it should be easier, but it's not.
Yeah.
Where are the sticks? I need sticks. They're there. We should get more points for doing sandcastle. Sandcastle's fun.
Should.
It's only like 20 points. It should be 50 points.
I mean, the other one is all the artifacts held in Vorgon Conclusions. That's a huge list.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll be random.
Flying high is... Oh, it's still 15-minute cooldown, isn't it? Let's see. So we've got a biathlon coming up. Are we up for a biathlon today? I'm still doing the Future Flyer. Is it worth it to get the impulsive?
Impulsive's faster, the Future Flyer is a lot more maneuverable. It balances.
It does. Let's see how much time we've got. We've got 2 minutes before the biathlon starts. So is
Can
it
we
worth
form a
putting...
team and do that together?
Say that again?
Can we form a team and do the biathlon together?
I have
How'd you
no
have-
idea.
Does it work like that? Or?
No, unfortunately, Team 8, you're still racing each other. And whoever else is there.
That'd be fun to team for it.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. It'd be fun. It's like a relay race. Like one of us sits by. All right, I'll stand by the ramp. You go here. You go here.
Back in
hand this thing off.
good old days, when we used to have one of our summer parties during the summer event, we would find a relatively unoccupied one and race each other to see who could get over it. We haven't done that. Maybe do we have time to do it? We probably don't have time to do it this year because I don't have a weekend.
Have time to do it. Yeah.
I don't have a weekend off.
It's a weekend thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So if we all join at the same time, will we get put in the same race, do you think, or is it random?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. If we're all in the same instance, we'll all be in the same one. Which instance are you in?
If we're all in the same instance.
Yeah. Which instance are you in?
13. Sorry, 12.
All right, on my way to 12.
Oh no. Right, yeah, I'm going to 12 now.
Biathlon's already started though, so it's not like we can do this.
There we go. Just started.
I'm really not good at this one, so we'll see how it goes.
That hoverboard at the front there is like
That's the hard one.
Yeah, it's like Biff Tannen's, isn't it?
Yep. Reminds me of Ben-Hur. For those of you who remember the Ben-Hur with the little spikes coming out of the side of the chariot.
We're out for a James Bond movie too. So.
Oh yeah, that too. Goldfinger.
Yep. Double blowout. I've not seen that.
Competitive racers, on your mark. Get set. Go!
Well, you got way ahead of it, TT.
But the board screwed up.
Oops. I crashed on the rocks.
Activate
Ah!
grounds for immediate disqualification.
I effed up. I activated my hovercraft. Oh well, I shall watch you all.
DT's in the lead.
I do love this one where people stop at the bottom rather than switching and jumping it through midair to get through it.
I missed the ramp, or else I would have done it in midair.
No, I've been watching it lately. People just absolutely having the lead and then not being able to do the jump. Of course, I got stupid and hit the wrong switch. So, delete. Did you win?
Second place.
Very nice.
Second place.
And Mark got third, it looks like. Did you get third, Mark? No.
No. I really struggle to get the flag at the end. Nothing happens when I.
That means you missed a gate.
I just got edged out. I just got edged out right at the freaking by the other person. But you know,
Yeah, if it won't let you finish, then there's a gate that's missing.
Seems to happen all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going wrong with it. I'm with the power board as well.
So
I
yeah,
missed the transition, but at least I was far enough. I was at the ramp, so I can switch over.
The gates on the biathlon for the board part are pretty hard to miss, but when you come up, the places that people tend to miss them for the floater, the very first one, people tend to go underneath it, and you've got to make sure you go through it. Even if you think you go through it, sometimes you're not going through it.
Yeah.
Well, would anyone like to do ISA with me?
Sure.
We can go mixed team, or we can go all KDF. Probably mixed team would be easier.
Probably. I didn't want to change to a different character if we're doing the ISO anyway. My big ship. I'm going to bring out the Morgu. Bob would like to see the Morgu.
I would like to see the Morgu.
And the fun part is everything yesterday on my run hit tier 6.
Sweet.
Got all my rep done.
Excellent. Speaking of, let's check the answers.
Still gotta do that all my Regan, but that's something else. I still think I want to build a tank on my Regan. I'm just not sure how that's going to work. Next couples, alright. I'm gonna count me in. I'm on my long name Romulan. I eventually have to buy a swimsuit for my Romulan for
Yes, I need to get some new clothing too.
I have to figure out an off-duty space Barbie outfit for Romulan. Maybe I will go with the arena outfit. No, Bob says, don't do it. It's too scary.
It is. We need 3 more for a little ISA. It's mixed. Though technically we could run it with 2 people.
We could.
Mm-hmm. That would be
I
interesting.
Think we got enough damage. We got enough damage. We can try it.
Well, let's see if we can get anybody. If not, let's give it a shot.
I'm crazy enough. I won't parse it, but I'm crazy enough to run it.
Well, we might do well on the parsing.
Might.
Come on and join us, Marhawkman. Come on. You know you want to.
Yeah, it's a scavenger hunt again.
Come on, Marhawkman. You know you wanna. Yes.
One of us. One of us. Part of the ship. Part of the crew.
Still looking for 2 more if we can possibly do it.
Oh, do we want to do artifact? Do we want to do artifacts first, or do we want to just be ready to run this?
It's up to you and Marhawkman.
I think I'm ready to run.
Okay. Marhawkman, you want to try with just the 3 of us? Just ISA, not ice. Okay. He's a
Yeah,
brave
must be
soul.
nice of them. Yeah.
Alrighty. Stick together on this one?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. You parsing or shall I?
I'd go for it.
Is that a
It'd
you?
be more. You go for it because it'll be more accurate for your ship.
Conduit is operational. If we don't destroy the conduit quickly,
I'm not as concerned about the parcel on this ship.
I'm just curious where I'm at.
Though if you take a look, my ship looks rather evil with its little shield on the Morgu.
Looks pretty because it's Morgue.
It's
And
a
we got
black
Kel's
Morgu.
chariot here.
Yeah.
Center, right, left, same rules?
Yeah.
Okay.
scanning the nanite transformer. Done. Additional ATEX available.
Oh, somebody's got some serious firepower.
Yeah. I admit the ship might have a little more firepower than I.
The nanite probes can repair the transformer. Stop them.
Ooh, this doesn't have the heels I'm used to, though.
A probe is closing in on the transformer. Destroy it.
Oops. Dead. I died.
What did I? Bring it those last spheres.
Died again. Wow. I love it when I get injured and the ship flies sideways for a while. Ooh, you died too.
Yeah. Expected it.
Alright, let's see how that went.
Flying in escort, so.
The transwarp conduit has been destroyed. However, our scans of the starbase are still being disrupted. We will need to send in a
Not impressive in the least.
$51.
Yeah. Not an impressive run.
I know. I wasn't even impressed for this one, so.
Still fun. Yeah, can't win them all.
Fred, there's a bunch of temp.
No.
How can I?
You know what you forgot on your ship, Mom?
What did I forget on my ship?
Towel.
What?
A towel.
A towel?
Yeah.
Because
You need a towel.
I wasn't panicking. Were we going for the Hitchhiker's Guide?
Yes. You always have to have a towel.
Towel and a babblefish. Let's talk Vegas.
Because the funny part is I was looking up a Risa map and I found a post with the Hitchhiker's Guide to Risa. I'm not kidding. It's on the Google. It came up on the Google search. Anyway.
Hang on.
Vegas. What do we want to talk about for Vegas? We will be there. Will you be there?
I will be there. You'll be there. Mr.
Yes,
Dave will be
I
there.
said there. Who?
So what would you like to talk about Vegas?
Well done. How can I help?
All right, I'm going to throw us up to our points here. I'm going to throw this up for our little audience. We could set up, and this is kind of important to kind of figure out room and all that.
How can I help you today?
We're going to have a screen for showing gameplay as we do it, or videos at times, because we can do that. Little area to do interviews. Couple laptops for demos. Do you want us to bring out like a PlayStation so we can do console demos, even though none of us know how to play console? Which will make it
Interesting.
really interesting.
I have never gone to the Masquerade Bar. At the moment, Bob Bear, we did a undermanned version of ISA, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Not particularly.
Not really enough firepower to really do a good split run, and
No, not at all. It was fun, but
if I brought up my Gagarin, that would have been ridiculous.
yes, that would have been very cool. So now, Mr. Bear, we are discussing Vegas.
Yes.
So
The 55-year mission tour.
Yes, yes, because it's not Star Trek Vegas. Let's see. 2 years ago, we did not. Did we go to the iBar? We did not go to the iBar because they didn't do the iBar. They did that.
The iBar. They didn't have a booth. They were just out there as guests.
Right.
Well done. Well, how can I?
So they didn't have the event at the bar. Not that it's a real event. It's just people sitting around talking about the game and shooting the breeze, which was fun. Very pleasant to chit chat with people. Most evenings, what the heck did we do in the evenings, DT? I know we did stuff.
We wandered. We toured the city.
We did
We went to the
karaoke 2 nights.
Yeah.
I have not heard that they're going to be there. My guess is because it's not an officially sanctioned event that maybe not. And given everything that's going on, probably not. But I think they'll be there. I just don't think Cryptic will have an official booth there. I can't imagine they will.
We could message Master Kill, find out it's close enough.
We could.
And worst case, maybe we can arrange a couple interviews while we're out there if they have anybody that's going to be out there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if anybody's going to be out there, it's most likely going to be Kel. Who else might be out there? Borticus?
Can't remember.
Found it.
Yeah.
Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me.
Borticus will probably be out there.
Well, the thing is, Mr. Dave, even though they weren't there in 2019, they still had exclusive convention codes.
Which they gave us a bunch of.
Yeah,
to give out, and
yeah,
we
exactly.
did.
Yeah, they were still handing them out. They had some at our table to hand out. They had them with them to hand out. So if they're physically there, my guess is there will still be codes. Oh yes, we had quite a few. You gave us some, Mr. Dave. Other people gave us some. And the very nice people at Cryptic gave us like that many. So we were handing them out to as many people as we could, and then we brought home a few to give away on the show, which we did.
We did.
And
we gave out a few people who couldn't be there, which we did.
Chase Masterson gave us some Lita codes to give away.
Yeah.
So we had those.
Maybe we'll get some more leader codes or something. Put lead on the alt account. Because Chase seems to always have leader codes.
She's very nice, yes.
Yeah. There's another voice. If you can afford an autograph, there's another voice actor for you from the game.
Yep. I have to go find my book too.
Yeah, you gotta find that before long.
Yeah, okay, let's see if I put it over here. Nope, it's gotta be in my bookshelves then. I'm going to do the dance party. Would you like to join me for the dance party?
Yeah, I guess I could do that. What instance are you in?
I'm in instance 16.
See if I can get...
It is crowded. Tell you what, let's go to instance 4. 7?
4?
Let's do 7.
7.
Yeah, I was getting to the point, Mr. Dave, where I was thinking that we might have to do an online con this year too. But I did talk to the people at Creation today, because there's a couple things
They're literally advertising it on TV.
Wow, that's just amazing.
I know.
Can't believe that.
I mean, I can't believe that either. And so, like, and then there was a thought this will be the last Vegas thing, and apparently it's not. They're still going to keep pushing on with it without the Star Trek name, which...
Well, they can do that. I mean, they've got a bunch of other events.
Just doesn't feel right.
Well, it's how they make their money. It's 29 days, 2 hours. So 29 days from today. Today is a Monday. So that is indeed a Tuesday start. So we have Monday for setup. Tuesday evening start.
Monday we're going to be doing a lot. Monday's going to be a lot of traveling, gaining, going through a lot of little things that we need.
Yeah, we have a lot going on.
I mean, technically the tables will be kind of set up so we can at least get a look and measurements and figure out what we might need. I hate to think if we might have to go through more monitors. But we will.
Well,
if we
it'll
have
be the
to.
first year we've gone to
Walmart's, Best Buys, wherever. What you got?
Well, Mr. Dave, there's always Chicago. Zilla.
That was going to be a little bit on the more expensive side.
Yeah,
well,
it is and it isn't. So, Zilla, we will try and bring as much of it to you guys as we can. We're hoping to stream live as much as possible. We are in instance 7, Bob.
In theory, the vendor floor we're on, we can stream stuff off of, and as we find stuff out, we will let you know.
Just dance.
So we're definitely hoping to bring as much to you as we can. Admittedly, we can't bring everything to you. The
Yeah,
events.
we can't do panels. We can't.
Woo! Wave your hand.
But maybe we can do interviews. We're hoping
Yeah.
to do an interview before we get there with Centaurian Alpha because he's got the new book that for Star Trek Online that's just been released.
Yep.
And I have a copy, but I'm sending my copy off to Ed.
I gotta get a copy of both books to really physically read it on the road.
I'm going to bring a couple of books with.
All right.
Another thing to add to the
We
list.
will have cards telling people how they can get it because we can't.
Yeah, we can't sell it at there.
Unfortunately.
Just dance.
But with luck and with help from people in Cryptic, we will hopefully have stuff to give away.
Dance club style.
That would be good. Well, actually, we will have stuff to give away. Borg King has made a whole bunch of Tribble keychains, but since he can't attend this year, we're actually driving up to visit him in Utah on Monday morning.
Which
And
will
we're
be
gonna-
insane, but it'll be fun.
oh, we've done worse things. Come on.
Yeah, true.
In 2.5 hours, easy peasy.
2.5 hours, yeah. It's like, okay, who's napping?
Yeah.
So-
Do the robot.
We just get up early, we get going early. We'll be fine.
But yeah, I mean, I can do rough measurements with the fold-out ones that we had last time. Figuring that's probably going to be roughly about the same size, but until we know for sure, it's going to be. We don't know what we got to deal with until we get there.
Nope.
You know. I mean, they said it's a 10 by 10 booth, but in reality, it was a 9.5 booth.
Yeah, well.
Do the snake snake.
Isn't that perfect, Mar Hawkman? I mean, the universe is just coming together for you today.
Do the sidestep.
Now, while Chicago is more expensive, you don't have to stay in Chicago because they've got decent public transportation. So you're down at McCormick Place,
Do the sidestep.
which is where the convention is, and I'm sure most of the night events are. But you can jump on an Uber, a Lyft, or a taxi, get back to the train station. There's 2 train stations. There's 80 bajillion hotels out in suburbia.
Hey, you just arrange. You just figure out what we. 3 cents tips. Oh, wow. Anyway, you just figure out the best places for ourselves, and we'll deal with, and we'll go from there.
Well, I'm going to obviously, unless we buy a
It
house, just
It
there.
is your neck of the woods.
It are, yes. I understand Q is trying to put together a large group of Star Trek Online players to go out there. I don't think they're planning to do a booth, but if we can get enough stove folks out there, maybe we can have a party.
Raise
Yep.
the roof.
I know Q's trying to do it, and it's like, I'll go out for it. If I can manage to get the flight all together, I'll go for it.
Hey, if I can fly out,
Obviously, I'm not going to bring that much equipment. Yeah, but Mom, I don't have as much disposable income as you at the moment.
at the moment you have more than I do.
Yeah, true, but everything
Yeah.
I got is going to be going for the Vegas trip and setups we need for that.
But still, flights to Chicago tend to be relatively cheap because it's easy to get a flight there. It's cheap for me to fly from Chicago to Vegas, for example, or Chicago to Phoenix. But the problem is that because I'm living in Indianapolis now, I have to figure out how to get from Indianapolis to Chicago.
Running man.
And then back to work the next morning because the flight comes in like at midnight. And the thought of then doing a 4.5 hour ride after that, nope. And then going to work. Needless to say, folks, the day we get back from Vegas, I'm not doing a show. We'll try and give you a show every day that we're out there.
Thing is not.
But that aside, Mr. Dave, there's other good conventions.
Do the running man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good conventions out there.
I mean, Gen Con, if you want to go the other way around, it's certainly not Star Trek Online, but it's a good convention.
Gen Con's a great convention.
Yep.
Do the side
One of the things I'd really love to do,
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah. That'd be great.
San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep. You want to run a booth there, or you want to just go there?
I would be happy just going. If we ran a booth, I don't even know what it would require to run a booth out there.
That would be awesome.
More than we did. More than we can ever afford, probably.
No, Mar Hawkman, it wasn't broken a few minutes ago. What issues are you running into with it?
No, we had no problems with the Gamma Battle Zone. It's
Do the
prob
leg kick.
if you're
You you have to. Let's see.
you have to be in the zone to do it.
Right.
You have
So
to be in the you have to be in each colored square to do it.
right. So if you're clicking on
If it's
planetary
if
assault,
it's-
go ahead.
If planetary assault's at 100%, you can't do it because that's one of
Yeah, planetary
If they-
assault's blue though.
the blue one's usually the last one to go.
Yeah. So you want to start with the red one and do that.
Being in the orbit of Dawsey doesn't tell me anything. If it's in Dawsey, then you're good. If not, then because every time it queues up, it's in different areas.
Right. So the 3 squares will change. You have to do one red, one blue, one green. Okay, and it's not at 100% yet.
Do the robot.
And if it's not going off, it could also be there's not enough people queued to go in there yet. Because it's not going to queue up until there's a group of 5.
Do the snake.
And it's probably waiting for enough people.
Yeah. Sounds like it's waiting for people. Can't do much about that.
Have you done the red and the green yet?
Raise the roof.
Probably waiting for people to queue. I don't know. We don't really see what's going on, so it's kind of a little difficult for us to diagnose this.
Well, as soon as I'm done here, I can jump over there and see what's going on.
I mean, so my game's not queue. My game's crashing when it queues up. It's like, okay, and what's? I don't know. Can you fix it?
Do the side steps.
You were on the other side of the country. It's a little bit hard for me to kind of figure that out, figure out what broke.
Yeah, try the red one first.
Yeah,
Because if everybody's doing the red one, there won't be enough to queue it.
yeah. You should do red, green, blue. Because usually by the time the red one's going to fill first, and when red's filled,
Just
you can't run that anymore. Green's the one. Is the second one that fills up quick. Blue, because it's more time gated, takes longer to get to 100%. And the final battle doesn't count for the skirmishes, which is stupid.
Choo-choo dance! Woo! Choo-choo
Yay.
dance! Well, that's interesting. It says 150 Lola favors.
Yeah,
Wow.
because the dance party just filled up.
Well, that was nice.
I have not seen that go off before. I had not seen the choo-choo dance go off
That's
before.
choo-choo dance.
That's the choo-choo sirs.
I think I finished. I think I did that. Yep, that finished me up. All right,
Yep,
Mr.
we're done.
Marhawkman, what instance are you in?
I have hold the queue to get there. We will go try to help you.
Actually, I should try it on my other account. Number 6. All right.
You going Fed or KDF, Marhawk?
I'm going. I'm going Federation.
Going Fed 2.
Okay.
And I'm in 4. Let's change instances. Go to 6 where he is.
Take me a second to get there.
Which one are you trying to do, Marhawkman?
We are going over to the Gamma Skirmish again, Bob Bear.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in
Guess
6.
we're going to red.
I'm in 6.
Yep, I'm slipstream.
He was still in the private queue.
That would do it, Marhawkman.
Yeah. But since I'm here, I might as well go do it.
Yeah, I'm going up to red too.
Bob Bear, if you want to join us, we are in instance number 6.
Going to the red area.
If anybody wants to join us, we're in instance number 6.
Breaking the circle.
Wee woo.
We will.
Wee woo. Wee woo. Wow.
We will.
A Herc dreadnought is being protected by circling Herc swarms. Punch through the swarms in order to target the... Be advised, when you attack a swarm, it will turn its attention to your ship. Try to concentrate your fire and pick off swarms so you can get an opening on the dreadnought.
Somehow I
Shit,
don't
this
think
looks intimidating in all black.
it does. I must have done something. Woo. Well, that wasn't too bad.
That's one less dreadnought to worry about.
Let's go for the hive and
Yep. Yeah. Inventory full. Off to green now?
yeah.
Green next.
You will?
Not there yet. And we're not team, so I won't get your wee woo.
Oh, yeah, we'll get my Weeble anyway. Wait, you asked me if I got a Weeble?
Bob Bear, did you pick up the mission for dancing, first of all? That would be the first one. Wee woo.
No, I'm already in.
Okay, well, I'll be in a different one. So you have to
Yeah.
pick up the I Want to Dance mission. Then you have to get 3, 5, 10, and 20 dances. And you will get a little bit from each one. Like 10 marks, 20 marks, something like that. 10, 15, 20, and 50. So it's a total of 100 marks. But it's, I don't know why you didn't get them. All I can say is, did you pick up the mission? There we go. I'm so sorry. I would be happy to give you some marks if you need them. Would you like some marks? I can give them to you. I have many extras.
The Herc are swarming the Herc.
Who's got the Dideridex?
Well, I love the Derelict.
Oh, yeah. Once you get out on the dance floor, you then have to pick up the mission, I Want to Dance. Without that, it doesn't count. I'm sorry. Maybe I need to write a book on Risa and one on the winter. Get those out there ASAP.
Right.
It'd be one I'm good at writing.
Yep. Well, technically, unless you go into super ridiculous detail, you can just write one that covers both.
This is me. It's going to be super ridiculous detail.
Yeah. I think my forward would be, I don't really like playing the grindy events. To which you would going, shock, horror, how dare you? I disown you.
Yeah, really. And down to the blue one.
You are fired from the fleet.
Yeah, you'd think you'd get more than that, Marhawk. But the last one, the blue one, should give you some options. How many do you need to kill? Oh, well, you could always do Swarm, but honestly, do Home, the opening sequence. All the way through Odo's ship is about 30, and then you get another 30 right after that.
It depends. If you don't kill the things that launch the swarmers, you can get 60 easy.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely get 60 in that first sequence, or first two sequences. Sometimes it's hard in the first one, even if you don't kill the assemblies.
Yeah.
That's what we need for Vegas. We need somebody to build a Lego Horgon. I mean, they had a Lego Starship last year, or 2 years ago. Ooh, I see a DT and I see a Mar Hawkman.
Yeah, I got a Weewoo already, so.
That's okay. That's alright. We're not teamed.
I know. Though I am teamed with Mar Hawkman, so.
Well, let him kill all the frigates.
I will let Mar Hawkman have all of Alpha. I'll go over to Gamma or something.
They had a Lego, was it an Enterprise?
I know there was a big Enterprise miniature that wasn't entirely accurate, but it was good.
It's good. Weewoo?
Yeah, we're in already.
Well, you guys are, but I'm just going now. Because I'm special.
Long-range sensors have detected a massive swarm of Herc ships.
But I think this will be my last thing for the evening, because didn't do well last night and need to get some sleep tonight. We're not teamed on this one, Bob Bear, because they got in ahead of me, so it's... I'm just being lonely and sad because nobody loves me and wants to team with me.
I'll team with you, but you play your opponent.
Took me a minute to get here. Besides, we have to let Mar Hawkman get all of his frigates.
Everything gets near beta, it dies. I'll ultimate everything over in Alpha, so hopefully it works well for him. Back on that, so I'll go over beta. Because unfortunately, see my ship, it doesn't really pick one target, it picks everything that it needs to die.
Yes, we are having fun, Frost, aren't we? How are
Yes,
you doing?
loads of fun. I'm going for the capital ship.
I haven't seen it pop yet.
A Herc capital ship
There
is
we go.
joining the fight. Destroy it.
Question is where? We don't have it. Yep, somebody got it. Well, yeah, I would imagine you would be tired. I've been up for only 18 hours and I'm tired, so I can imagine 38 you would be exhausted.
We only have a minute left.
Oh, the question is, why was Frost up for 38 hours?
Because they had a hurricane theoretically moving into his area and he does the disaster programs, which means he's been on getting ready to deal with everything, getting everything set up. Yep. Yep, that happens.
Have stopped. Gem and our ground forces will clean up any stragglers below.
And I'm going back to Risa. Risa with the... Yeah, the opening sequence to Hallmark Hawkman will get you all of those. Just don't beam down to the planet. I mean, you can, but then you have to go back and start it over again.
Can't even be honest with the Dreadnought, just kind of get to the point. You know, basically, you'll get it by the point you have to be multi Dreadnought, so you have to clear everything to that. See, you'll get them.
Okay, well, I'm going to log off for the night, folks, because it's late, and it's been a long week. And it's only Monday. And don't forget, tomorrow is July 13th. So we will do something special for tomorrow.
Make sure history never forgets the name Enterprise.
Something like that, yes. All right, everyone, we're going to log off here. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. We'll be on tomorrow at 6 a.m. And see you later. Take care. Night-night. DT, we're going to go raid somebody?
Yeah, let's see. Let's set up a raid here. So as I can type in English.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. Good night, Bob Bear. Thanks for joining us. That was a lot of fun. Woo, gonna get Larina. Alrighty.
Yep.
Go get him.
Good night, everybody.
So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, adieu. And we've raided